All right, we are way outside the box today. As you can see, I got my good buddy C-Mac with me, and we're doing something entirely different today. We're fishing with bait, but not just any bait. C-Mac spent the day yesterday catching some crawfish. We got them right here in a little live well. They're hiding out in there. Also got a bag of fresh shrimp. I'm gonna fish the shrimp. C-Mac's gonna fish the crawfish, and we're gonna see what we can catch in this Louisiana marsh here on the east bank of Plaquemines Parish. Come along with us. This should be a fun trip. So these are 10-15 shrimp, the most expensive bait ever used in the history of fishing. All right, C-Mac, what kind of bugs you got? Look at that. Look at that.
Good size one, huh?
No question.
See the pockets of grass like right up here on the
Yeah, I see grass right there for sure. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. Just gonna take the spot lock off and see what happens. Water doesn't look too bad. So we're up on a flat in a really big lake. It's got scattered grass all through here. And we're just hoping that there's some reds running around all this grass. We got some decent water, not terrible. Water temp in here is 83.5 degrees. Oh yeah, water's good, dude. That water's not bad at all. You can throw crankbaits in here. How about a sign? Just need a sign. So I just wish there was, it's not like this flat bank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Need a point or something.
Or a hard grass edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Widgeon grass. All right, we gave up on our flat. No bites at all. Well, now we've come into the backside of a canal. It's kind of broken through in the back, as you can see. Not a whole lot of water in here, but we're gonna try and fish these points, see if we can find some redfish, if we can get back there. At least the water looks good. I heard something. I heard that. Dude, there's no water in here. It's just hard to believe. It's gone. Water's plenty pretty enough. We won't find water this pretty the rest of the day. Oh, oh. There we go. What is, that's a bass, it's gotta be. Oh, it's a freaking, it's not even a bass. It's a foul hook gar. Oh, goodness.
Jesus.
When you're good, you're good.
Come on, man. Did he at least come off?
No. No, I'm gonna have to take him off.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. When you hot, Todd.
See, Mac, I'm skunking your ass.
You got a bite. You're hung up.
There's a fish. I don't know, C-Mac, feeling kind of kitty. Feeling kitty-like. Well, this is not a redfish.
Well, a lot of catfish in here, that's for sure.
That is a catfish. I'd bet your truck. Oh, it's a stingray. Even worse.
Yay, buddy. We broke. No, you already broke the ice.
Oh, yeah. I'm on a hot streak today.
Oh, golly, I'm hot today.
Another fish I absolutely never catch because I don't fish bait. This is a fish I don't play with.
Nope.
I just cut my line. Homie, don't play with the stingray. See you, buddy. Starting to rain. Insult to injury.
You fishing now, worm?
No, it's a matrix. See if there's any trout in this hole. I bet there's cats in this hole. Oh, there he is. Croaker. Dude, look how golden this guy is.
Beautiful.
That is a beautiful croaker. All right, so I've caught a gar, stingray, and a croaker. That is a pretty, man, I've never seen a croaker that golden.
I guess a smart man would take his shoes off and reach for his rain jacket at this point.
Yeah, we're gonna get wet. I'm not a smart man, so I'm gonna tie a double drop rig and catch some catfish right here. All right, C-Mac and I are fishing these points, looking for redfish. Stumbled on a deep hole. It's only 2 feet right here, but right back here came over and it's 10 feet. So I tied up a double drop rig with a 1 ounce weight, a #1 octopus hook, and another #1 octopus hook, circle hooks.
Better to be #1 than #2.
Gonna cast it out into that hole. See if we can catch some catfish. That's definitely the type of spot they like to hang out. Freshwater cats. This area's full of them. Yeah, something's hitting me. Probably croaker. Tore up my shrimp. Well, what is that? That could be a cat. It sure is. There we go. All right, that's a good keeper catfish in our 10-foot deep hole. It didn't take long either. We're gonna take him home and eat him. There's another one. As soon as it got down, they stole my bait. Oh, you suck. It's so hard not to set the hook.
Circle hook?
Yeah. And the rain's coming back. Yep, he stole me. Oh, there's another one. I mean, just as soon as it gets down. Well, it's a black drum. All right, so today I've caught a gar, a stingray, a croaker, a catfish, and a black drum. Sadly, this black drum is not legal.
Running the gamut, Todd.
Just like redfish, these guys have to be 16 inches. And he is not. Although, I'll tell you what, one this size would be delicious to eat. Back in the day, we would have kept him. All on the bottom bait. Not touching the top. Man, you made me take my rain jacket back out. All right, back in a minute. I gotta put a rain jacket on, put this camera away. All right, it's raining, so I don't have the GoPro out, but C-Mac just caught a gaspergoo on a crawfish. It actually, if it was a black drum, would be legal, but nobody on this boat's gonna eat a gaspergoo. So he gets to live again. All right, the rain has once again quit, but it doesn't look like it's done for good. But I got the GoPro back on. While we were away, I caught 2 more puppy drum, and C-Mac caught that gaspergoo. There's just a ton of fish down there. It's like as soon as you get down, you just start getting packed. I don't think all of them are keeper fish or catfish, obviously, but definitely the most action we've had today. We're gonna sit here a minute, see if we can catch a few keeper fish. Yeah, as soon as it gets down, you start getting pegged. C-Mac's throwing crawfish and I'm throwing shrimp. He's getting, oh, there we go. He's getting just as many hits as I am, but he's using a much bigger hook and obviously a bigger bait.
Another drum.
Another drum. This one's a little nicer, but still not legal. It's a shame these fish are not bigger, because these are really, really good eating. But they're not even close to legal. These are maybe 12 inches at most, maybe even less than that. Lucky for them. There are spots like this all over, oh goodness, right away. All over this marsh. You just gotta kind of keep an eye on your depth finder as you're moving along. You want some deep water next to shallow water, and that's what we got. Front of the boat is 2 feet, back of the boat's 10 feet. And it's just automatic. I bet that's another black drum. Yep, yep, sure is. I don't think these guys are even big enough to eat C-Max crawfish.
I'm getting bump though. Boy, they hitting the heck out of it. Look, there's one on it right now.
And here comes the rain again. It's called me Annie Lennox.
I was just about to say that. Here comes the rain again, falling on my face like a... I don't even know the lyrics.
New emotion.
Talk to me. What an odd looking woman.
Oh yeah, not attractive.
Not ugly, but not,
Yeah.
not
Pretty ugly.
strange.
Yes.
German. You know what I mean?
I don't know what her nationality was. I just wasn't attracted. She looked like she could whip your ass.
Probably better.
Well, what are you? Another kitty on the top one. Finally got some on the top.
Oh,
Kitty. Dun, 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 dun.
Like lovers do.
All right, C-Mac and I left that nursery hole. It was full of undersized black drum and an assortment of fish, but mostly undersized black drum. So now we've come to an entirely different area. We're gonna keep with our theme, at least for a little while, try and catch some fish on these crawfish and shrimp. So far, it hasn't worked out too well for us, but hope springs eternal. And we'll do other stuff if we need to. Time check is 9 o'clock, 9:05. So it's still early, but it's gonna get hot, so we're gonna make something happen. I've fished this bayou before, and I know there's a bend up ahead that's got some deep water. So if nothing else, we're gonna throw some shrimp and crawfish on the bottom in there and see what we can catch. Oh, what the hell? Did my jig head come off? No, it's on there. Well, that was a bite. Don't know what it was. Man, I'd love to see one hit that crawfish.
Me too. I don't know if I'm just not getting it close enough to the cover or...
Yeah, because I'm whacking them on these shrimp.
Yeah, you're not getting...
6 feet, right, Joe? Oh, you man. Good takedown. I don't know how I didn't get a fish. My cord evaporated. It was gone. Solid gone. It might be little trout, actually. That might be what it is. I don't know, maybe we ought to just use techniques we have confidence in and see if we can find anything. And then maybe try shrimp and crawfish there. This water's beautiful.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, I'm gonna throw a jig. I'm gonna throw this green hornet matrix shad for a little bit. I got that on a 3/8 ounce death grip jig head. Obviously our cork fishing just isn't working out. Now, admittedly, I'm a terrible dead bait fisherman, terrible. That's just not how I fish. I never have success with it. This is more my style. I like to cover water and fish variations in depth. Places that tend to hold fish. There's a very large alligator ahead of the boat. Definite 10 plus for sure. Really big one. This dude's not even going down. I think he wants to challenge us.
Well, if he wants to get in the boat, I'm gonna go find the nicest, driest piece of land I can see.
What you throwing, bro? Crankbait?
I throw 1.75.
Nice.
On the cranking bait.
You got a hit? Probably a trout. How's a betting, man? There's a fish.
Really?
Yep. What do you mean my shore? First trout of the day. But
Golden.
he's as pretty as that golden croaker, but he's not a keeper fish, that's for sure. Might have kept last year. Not going to keep this year. There's a fish. That might be a keeper. All right, that might be a keeper trout. I think he is. We're gonna measure him. If he's short, he's barely short. Nope, he's short. 11 feet right here. 12 feet. I'm gonna get up current and throw back and see if we can catch some kitties. 13 feet. There he is. See what we got here. I don't know. I'm thinking it's a kitty, but who knows?
That's it. Nope, big ass.
Big croaker. World-class croaker. This is what I grew up catching. Really, really good eating. But we're gonna let him go. There's something down there, man. It might all be croakers. I don't know. I'm getting pounded. All right, what is that? Just want to see you. There we go. There's a kitty. Meow. All right. I think that's a blue, huh, C-Mac? Is that a blue?
It is. Yep, that's a blue cat. You can tell by the way their anal fins look.
Not a channel.
Channel cat. Channel cats are usually a lot more yellow.
Okay.
And have dots on them when they're that size. Blue cats are either that sort of that slate gray bluish color with a lot more white on the belly.
Uh-huh.
And their anal fin is different. The fin that, like the caudal fin,
yeah,
you know, post anus to the is a lot bigger than a channel cat.
I just like hearing you say anus.
I can keep saying it if you want.
What you got, C-Mac?
Looks like a trout to me.
What you throwing?
It's kind of new chartreuse colored matrix shad.
Yep, speckled trout. There you go. Oh, missed him. Smoked. I thought he was on there. So we've settled on this hole here. Oh goodness, hit me on the way down. It's 13 feet deep right here in this bend. Another fish. And the water around it's not all that deep, so this is like a prime area for cats. And I got another one. Another blue. Another keeper size blue. You're my boy, blue. All right, these things are really good to eat. These freshwater cats, very underutilized here in South Louisiana. And they're incredibly easy to find. If you have a depth finder, there's spots like this all over the marsh. And usually they're pretty thick in these holes. I can tell you I'm getting hit immediately. As soon as my bait gets to the bottom. Oh, there we go. That didn't take long. That feels like a decent one. Yeah, that feels like a good one. That might be a black drum or something. No, it's just a nice kitty. Nice kitty cat. Real nice one. Now, is that a channel? Because he's full of spots.
Let's see him. Yeah, still a blue cat.
Still a blue, huh? Yeah, I do not know my freshwater cats, that's for sure. Ronk, 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 ronk. See if you can catch fish like this size. Why would you not? I don't know why nobody in Louisiana does this in the marsh. I don't get it. It's a lot of fun, very productive. Ooh.
Blowing up again, huh?
Dude, it's just absolutely automatic. He doesn't feel as big, but man, it was a hard hit. Big enough to eat, that's for sure. Oh, goodness. Man, that one took about 10 seconds. That's getting slow. He's slowing down. Some really nice fish. Relative to the ones I caught last time. You got like a 1 ounce weight?
Sure do.
There you go. So C-Mac is rigging up. He's gonna see if they'll hit the crawfish too. I'm betting they will. This one's not as big. Are you a keeper or not? I don't know. You don't feel like the biggest fish of the day. You got thumped?
Yeah,
You were hooked up?
Yeah, I was. Most certainly hooked up.
Is that thunder I just heard?
I don't think that's crawfish.
That feels mo better. Oh, that's why.
Good diver.
Now that's a saltwater cat. It's a hard head. Those are absolutely terrible to eat. Those get to swim again. All right, remember when I mentioned that I thought I heard thunder? It was in fact thunder. C-Mac and I got run in by an absolutely hellacious thunderstorm. Barely beat it, getting back to the marina, and the heavens just opened up. So it ended our fishing trip, kind of almost just as it was getting started. The day went a whole lot differently than we expected it to. Didn't find a whole lot fishing either the shrimp or the crawfish under corks. I just think we weren't putting them in front of fish. But obviously those deep holes, you know, deep for the area, 10, 12, 13 feet, are full of not only catfish, definitely full of freshwater cats, but also some other fish as well. You saw we got in that area that had a bunch of black drum. We ended up having to leave it because they were just undersized. But you could definitely find something like that that's got keeper black drum and really have a good time, put a lot of meat in the box. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I tie that double drop rig. Definitely the most effective way that I've found for fishing those deep holes and catching those cats. I strongly recommend people do it, particularly if you have kids. It's just so easy. There's spots like that absolutely everywhere. I've been having no trouble at all finding them. I mean, I just look at my depth finder when I find something with some kind of shallowish water that falls down into a deep hole. Almost 100% of the time it has those catfish. You will have a blast, trust me, and you'll have a great meal because they're delicious to eat. Let me show you what I do to tie that rig. All right, first off, got my matrix line. This is just mono. I basically get a wingspan's worth, you know, maybe 6, 7 feet, whatever that is. And the first thing I do is tie on a 1 ounce, just a bank sinker. Any kind of sinker you want, I don't care, it doesn't matter. I just use a Palomar knot to tie that on. All right, that's that. We'll cut off our tag so it looks pretty. And then we go up just a few inches from that, not very far. I'm gonna say maybe 6 inches or so, maybe 8 inches. I don't know. My wife says I can't tell what 6 inches is. She's probably right. All right, then we tie a loop. Just a simple overhand knot, just like you're tying your shoes. All right, that makes a loop right here. This is actually the hardest part of this. You gotta pinch the end so that it'll fit into your hook. This is a #1 octopus circle hook. You see how the hook is bent toward the shank. Circle hooks are very effective. You can't set the hook with them because you'll miss more fish than you'll catch. You just kind of load up on them. And again, this is the hardest part, pushing this through, but we got it. And so all you do is you take that loop and run the hook through it. That's it. And pull it tight. Simple, simple. It isn't pretty. It's a little bit loose, but it's gonna hold there. Then you go up the line a little bit, maybe another, well, let's say 10 inches, something like that, maybe 12 inches. Tie another loop. Then you do the same thing with your other hook. Very important that you come in through the side of the eye with the hook. You don't want to come in through the back side because your hook won't sit right. Push that through. That one went in a lot easier. And just fish the hook through it. See what I did there? Fish. And just pull it tight. Okay. So now we've got our weight. We've got one of our hooks. Then we've got the other hook. And then we go up here, maybe 6 inches above the top hook, and we tie another loop. All right, so there we go. Then we got a tag right here. We can cut that off. And here's our double drop loop. We're gonna tie our line right to this. Hook #1, hook #2, and then the weight. Very, very effective rig for catching those cats. So much fun. Just an underutilized fish here in Louisiana. Virtually nobody fishes for them, although I suspect that's about to change. Once people realize how easy they are to catch, how much fun they are to take kids to do. Heck, I'm not a kid, I've been fishing my whole life. I still had a blast doing it. Get out and do it, take advantage of it. All right, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the Marshman Masson channel on YouTube. And until next time, if we don't see you in the marsh, we'll see you right here on Marshman Masson.